Welcome back to Pravyap Now. Before we head on to the geopolitics of India that led to colonization, let me take you through the map of India in the 1740s, just before the process of colonization began. Indian feudalism is confusing, and I have made a video on it in the past. But in this video, I'm going to show you how confusing it looked like. Let's begin with the regions in saffron. The house of Chhatrapati was divided into Satara and Kolhapur. While Kolhapur remained a small kingdom, the main empire of Satara expanded throughout India. The Chhatrapati at Satara became a ceremonial head, while all the powers went to his prime minister in Pune, the Peshwa. Peshwa expanded the empire and appointed governors who later became vassals. Gaikwad at Baroda for Gujarat, Holkar at Indore for Malwa, Shinde at Gwalior for the north. These vassals are shown in darker shade of saffron. The lighter shade were tributaries, who were independent kingdoms but accepted Maratha authority as their big brother. These include the Mughal Emperor at Delhi, Jat kingdom of Bharatpur, and Rajput kingdoms of Amer, Mewad, Marwad, and so on. Ajmer was originally a Mughal stronghold, now under the Marathas directly. Jaisalmer and Bikaner remained relatively secluded from Maratha invasions. The kingdoms in shades of green were once Mughal governors, now acting autonomously. The Bundelkhand you see in two shades, one ruled by descendants of Maharaja Chhatrasal and other ruled by Peshwa through his governors at Jhansi, Sagar and Banda. Maharaja Chhatrasal had handed over Peshwa Bajirao I one-third of his kingdom and hence now under the Maratha rule. The governors at Sagar and Jhansi were appointed administrators and not vassals. They could be appointed or transferred whenever necessary. But Banda was ruled by Nawabs, who were descendants of Shamsher Bahadur, son of Bajirao I and Mastani, hence descendant of Maharaja Chhatrasal. The region of Mahakoshal, once home to a Gond kingdom, came under Sagar province and now taken over by Bhosle of Nagpur. Bhosles of Nagpur ruled in Vidarbha and were vassals appointed by the Chhatrapati, and so they saw themselves equal to Peshwa. They controlled the eastern region and also had annexed Odisha from the Nawab of Bengal. Bengal, Awadh, Bhopal, Rohilkhand were some of the semi-independent kingdoms of former Mughal provinces. The region of Marathwada, Telangana and Andhra was under the rule of the Nizam of Deccan, under whom was the Nawab of Arcot or Carnatic, who controlled most of Tamil Nadu. The Tanjore Marathas were distant relatives of the Chhatrapati and maintained political alliance with them. Kerala was ruled by Travancore, Cochin, but Malabar and Coorg in Karnataka were taken over by Mysore, now under Hyder Ali. The Portuguese were restricted to Goa, and Savantwadi, although originally Sardesais of the Marathas, now had earned the title of Raja thanks to their marital alliance with Mahaji Shinde, who controlled the puppet Mughal emperor. Sikh kingdoms on the east of Satluj were tributaries of the Shinde Marathas. Meanwhile, the west was under province of Lahore, which would be taken over by the Afghan Abdali and later Maharaja Ranjit Singh of Sikh Empire. Bahawalpur, Multan, Sindh and Balochistan remained independent of the Marathas. Then there were Garhwal and Kumaon, who would soon be taken over by emerging kingdom of Nepal. Similarly, the Mughal provinces of Kashmir and Baltistan would be taken over by first the Afghans and then the Sikhs. Now that we are clear who ruled which area, under what circumstances, in the next video we will see what actually happened post 1740s. So subscribe and stay tuned to Pravyab now. Hit the bell icon and you can check out my novel Expedition to an Alternate Swarajya, a story that takes you in an alternate universe where India remained uncolonized.